When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked backwards just for a minute, I'd follow you before the memory's gone. I remember you, you lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how
just want a bag, like an old lady. I'm backwoods smoking, I don't own papers, pass that 808. That shit a dome shaker. Oh, bitch, you know I'm grinding like a pro skater. Baby mama bugging, I'm so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed, I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking that galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, oh, them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, well, fuck it, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat. When I fuck up, I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a dick, but I never get feelings, cause shawty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
One. And welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 3 here at Apollo Racing Club for Tier 1 F1 2020 action. I'm Adam, EV500. Joining me in the broadcast booth tonight is the one and only Bash Dash. Hello, Bash. How we doing?
Fine, and yourself?
You know, I'm excited for a big night of racing tonight. We are at Azerbaijan Baku Street Circuit, the 3.7 mile track. It's another street circuit after Monaco last week. It's going to be an exciting race for sure tonight.
Yeah, Azerbaijan's always crazy, and this is going to be, if the actual races in Azerbaijan are of any indication, the races here are races of attrition, last driver standing. So everyone's going to have to keep their wits about them, especially around corners like that infamous castle chicane. It's gonna be wild. All the drivers need to be on their A game tonight.
Looking at the standings, we don't have a graphic for you guys this week, but Terry and Beg P in the Williams are in the top 2 spots, and that is who is leading your constructors, followed by Rogan P3 in the AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri sitting in second place in the constructors. C. Josh in the Red Bull, he's sitting P4. He won his first race here, but crashed out in Monaco. So tonight he'll be looking for some redemption. But sadly, the Red Bull team, they've fallen down the 4th in the constructors. On to Chipsy and Mr. Hood. They're sitting P5 and P6. They are currently in a inter-team battle, but hopefully tonight will be a different story for those guys. They're sitting with 30 points right now in the constructors as Team Mercedes. JD in the Renault has 12 points. He's sitting in P7. Pizza Parker in the Renault in P8. SoCal Blazer in the McLaren P9. The McLaren with 11 points, currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the constructor. Renault in 5th. Racing Point has fallen down to 10th. To 7th place in the constructors. Elegance is P10, and now he will wrap up. He has a DNF this season from our first race of the year and finished 7th last week. So, Bash, as we get ready here for Baku, what is some of the predictions coming out ahead before qualifying?
Not sure. I'll say it's really impressive seeing Williams make their way to the top spots. I'm wondering if AlphaTauri will bounce back. I'm not sure how our drivers do on street circuits because I haven't seen too many races in street circuits. Last one I can remember is Singapore last season. But yeah, I think the battles will be good. I think qualifying will definitely determine what the course of the race is unless we get a big incident. And I think we will get a big incident. Maybe a safety car.
Yeah, I'm definitely counting on at least one safety car tonight, especially after last week at Monaco. Bagby and Terry just absolutely doing a great job last week. Terry picking up the win in the Williams, collecting another 25 points. Bagby coming in 3rd, and Rogue last week getting his first podium of the season in his title defense. While the countdown is on, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready here for qualifying. You'll hear the beeps come down as we get ready here to go live. Looks like we have a pretty full lineup tonight. 18 drivers are currently ready. I know there's at least one more coming, so that will be 19 drivers. So almost a full grid for our F1 2020 action here this week. So next week will be an interesting week. We'll talk about that later, but this is the circuit. This is one of my favorite circuits in F1. It's super tight, but it's fast. It has the second longest straight in the F1 calendar. The longest straight being, well, the Hager, not Hager Straight, the straight on Spa. I can't even think about it. So right now, on the top of my head, but guess what? We're here. I hear the crowd. I think everybody's ready to go here. I just got to change one thing on my settings. For some reason.
Yeah, we just gotta wait for the drivers to come out as well.
Not able to get...
Some drivers are missing tonight. Red Bull is probably going to be hurt in the constructors' points with one of their drivers missing. Renault as well.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We'll head over there in 1 second to qualifying. I know some guys are already making their way out here.
No, not yet. Thankfully, we're not missing much yet.
So the final setup's coming in, ladies and gentlemen. This is a race you do not want to miss. I'm very excited to have a race back at Baku. And I'm having, I have an overlay up that I'm getting rid of real quick because it's not going to work with our system tonight. So I do apologize, but it looks like nobody's still out on track. All right, here we go. Finally.
Someone's coming out. And it looks like one of the Williams.
It is. It's going to be, I think, Terry? It is Terry.
Yes. So we'll be following him first. Oh, and someone's already... Bag P is retired. What's this?
That is not good news for the Williams team, who will be looking to be putting up a performance tonight. But we will switch it. I know we're not there yet on the stream. Don't worry, you'll get there. Just having to fix one last thing, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are into qualifying. Bag P retiring. He is definitely not putting out some laps, so he will start in the back tonight.
We'll be following his teammate for the first hot lap soon as he makes his way through the circuit.
And he's going right into Castle now. And this is where it's going to be tough. I'm seeing some guys on the medium tire. The Action, he has returned for week number 3. I'm excited to see him in the car. Stewie 3K also out on the medium. So maybe the medium tire. A lot of guys last week started on the medium tire at Monaco. So wouldn't surprise me if they think maybe it might work here. So Bag P getting those tires warmed up.
Hopefully we don't see an I am stupid moment through Castle.
That would be quite unfortunate if that were to happen. Terry now coming through the final straight down to the start-finish line here at Baku in Azerbaijan.
And
here we go.
We begin the lap. Starting out with 3 hard left turns. Let's see how he approaches the first one. Eats a little bit of the track limits to get himself a good head start, and it looks like he ate too much. Bit off more than he could chew, and that is an invalidated lap. So we're going to have to look for another driver to follow to get the first hot lap in, and it looks like it'll be Stewie 3K in the Ferrari.
Stewie 3K opening up that DRS now on those medium tires. Those, hopefully they have the same pace, and I think some guys, they are wanting to go extra long on their first, and especially after last season. Last season, these guys started on the softs in the top 10 and were having to pit very, very early because of the amount of well, actually it rained last year at Baku. I shouldn't say that. So But I really think the street circuit strategy is definitely going to be one of those strategies. Go long on the first stint. See how long you can go. Maybe stay away from the hard tire. Try and end it on the softs.
Yeah, no, I like this strategy. Oh, wait. Was that some debris? But anyways, I like how he's approaching these turns. He's swinging not too wide, but wide enough to get a perfect shot at the apex and maintain his speed coming into that steep turn. We had to slow down a little bit, but overall he's still in for a really good lap. We have more yellow flag movements right here. What is going on? Is that Terry who's having issues? Yeah, Terry's missing his wing. Anyways, back to Stewie as he makes it through the final straight. Hits the DRS quite quickly and gets provisional pole with a time of 1 minute 41.769. Cosmic coming in with a 142.3 and some change, so not too far off. And now Aslan now getting provisional pole with a 139.26. So we're already breaking the 1 minute 40 barriers. Stewie's gonna have to step it up.
Well, right.
And Astronaut breaking the barrier too.
Well, don't forget about the action now as he's coming through the penultimate turn here at Baku City Circuit. He hits the last turn. He locks it up the front a little bit, but he is going to speed on down this final straight. Hits that last little kink there. You want to absolutely fly down there.
Definitely. It looks like he has. Just as an update, Chipsy's now on provisional pole in the Mercedes with a 139.056.
See here the action now. Action crosses the line, and he goes sixth fastest with a 141.4. And Chipsy putting up a 139.0. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, if you head over to apolloracing.club, or Kia Marsfish has a link as well to telemetry.apolloracing.club. It's going to be really nice. That's our new something we're trying out here at Apollo Racing Club. Shout out to Kia for getting that done. So Elegance now is on a hot lap. See who else is.
Mr. Hood just came into the pits. Guess he wasn't feeling his lap. But yeah, let's look at Elegance.
Elegance now, there's some yellow flags happening everywhere, and I should tell you, Bagpee has a quali ban this race, so that is why he retired early.
Hate to see it. But yeah, even with that quick exit, the action might need to step it up. 141.5 is an eternity when you got guys almost breaking the 1 minute 39 line. But let's see how Elegance finishes. Oh no, Elegance is on a hot lap.
Yep,
out lap. Excuse me.
He is starting on his very first lap here in the Racing Point. Now Aston Martin. So very exciting to see what happens in F1 2021 with the changes to that. Now Elegance going to the first DRS zone. This is where he's going to pick up a lot of speed. You're going to feel every part of the car vibrate through here. You're going to feel every single bump on this street. And you got to wonder with these what was I going to ask? I totally had a brain fart there. But 10th place, currently Elegance in P10. He'll be looking to really shoot himself up the order here. Astronaut going right now fourth fastest with a 139.6.
Certainly. And I'm wondering if anyone else will be trying a lap with medium tires. Currently the action is the only one. I don't know if his objective is necessarily pole position, but it will be good to definitely break top 10 on the medium boots. Anyways, Elegance is hitting those soft turns quite nicely. Gonna go down the incline and reach the penultimate corner, or I guess the last corner before just a little sweeps.
Little kink in the road.
Straight. Yep. But anyways, in Sector 3, looks like he is making good pace. Let's see what he can finish with. He gets a 1 minute 40.331.
So pretty good on,
not bad,
especially on those soft tires. So Astronaut now is on another lap Chipsy is coming out of the pits. Let's see who else. Madman GTR and then a McLaren. He'll be coming down the final straight, putting up his first official time. He has not had a time yet. He's on the soft tire. He's looking pretty fast here as he now crosses the line and goes 7th fastest with a 141.1. Ruda, though, going P3 with a 139.6. And SoCal Blazer in P6 with a 140.3. Let's go to Rogue, who is looking to improve on his lap time. Trying to
Castle barely misses the barrier.
Barely misses the barrier, but you got to get super close in Castle if you want to get the right line with the most amount of speed out of it. Now Rogue comes across. Where is he now? He is coming into the penultimate turns. And according to a race map, there are over 20 turns here at Baku. If you count the kinks in there as well, those little S-type curves, as now Rogue is approaching through those. Going pretty fast through here now on his first official time lap, and he's going to be putting up a flyer here. I really feel it. He's already in the 135. It's going to be super close. Ooh. He gets in the 139s with a 139.2. What a lap. What a lap by the man.
What a lap indeed, and he'll certainly be looking to improve. He's already got his foot on the gas for this next lap. Not looking to come into the pits, activating that DRS like he means it. Oh, but there's a stop. More yellow flags coming out. What's going on with Aslan? It looks like he's on his way again, but yeah, no, that's Baku for you. Lots of yellow flags all over the place.
Cosmic now coming through Castle in the Red Bull. He'll be looking up to put up some points tonight for the Red Bull team, as he is the only man in the Red Bull this evening. His teammate Sahil has not showed up yet, so. Oh, Sahil is here. Excuse me. He's in the Haas. And now Aslan Kubale, he is retiring from the session. He is going to be happy with a 139.2. He doesn't think Ruda could beat that. That's 4/10 up on the pace. Now here comes Cosmic. He's in a 142. He has a 142.3, and he needs to improve at some point. Now Sahil retiring from quali. He'll start in the back as well. Terry still hasn't been able to come out and put out a clean lap, but here comes Cosmic as he crosses the line now, and he improves, but not enough to give him a position to a 142.1. Now Astronaut going fastest with a 138.3. And
Tact in second with a 138.8.
So the
Alphas are doing really well this quali.
Alfa Romeos, they are leading here at Baku in quali.
Looks like Rogue is slowed down, so.
Yeah, it
looks like this will be his lap. Maybe he's heading back into the pits.
Probably. I'm looking at Ruder right now, who is on a hot lap. He is looking to maybe improve. He has to improve 4/10 of a second in order to gain a position. Now Mr. Hood going 6th fastest with a 139.5. Very quick time from the Mercedes, but here comes Ruda in the AlphaTauri in that beautiful blue and white livery with the Honda logo on the side. Now here comes Ruda coming through the final straight. He's looking pretty fast through here. He put up a faster sector 2. He actually put up a faster sector 2 than Kubi did, than Mr. Hood did. So let's see what kind of a time he puts up here as he's going down the final straight with that DRS. He is opening everything wide open, and does he improve? He does. He goes P3.
138.8. Third place. Yeah, no, that is really impressive. So the AlphaTauris have certainly come to play today.
There we go, 138.8. Good for him, as he now is in the top 3. He'll be starting right behind Astronaut. So let's see who else is out there. SoCal Blazer in P10. He'll be looking at improving on his time.
Terry hasn't set a lap yet, though.
Terry has not.
What's going on?
He has not come out at all since his first run through here. So he will not be joining us.
Mr. Hood looks to be finishing up another lap. Let's see if he can't provide significant. No, actually, no. It's too late. Who else could we watch? SoCal Blazer.
Yeah, I'm on SoCal right now. Who's coming up on who is finishing up his lap here very shortly as he's coming around Sector 2. This is quite a unique part of the circuit. If you see the mini map on the screen, it's kind of in a circular shape, but not really. Those two sections, they do meet. You can hear the other cars coming as SoCal Blazer now hits the real penultimate turn, in my opinion. He's sitting with a 140.2. He needs to improve by just a bit, and it looks like he is. He's put up a 38.8 in Sector 1, a 44.4 in Sector 2. He'll have to really push it here towards the final stages of his lap. He's having that DRS zone. He is flying here as he's putting up. No, he's in the pits.
He's in pits.
I thought that would look like a pretty good lap. The action now, he's P5. He'll be looking for a win tonight here at Baku as he's on an outlap, actually.
No, the action's on a hot lap. He's just being slow. Or unless the HUD is lying to me. Rogue's just started a hot lap though. Who locks up a little bit but goes into that first corner very, very quickly. Abusing the track limits and being able to escape without his lap being invalidated. Very well done from him. Gonna try to get some of the slipstream from Terry, who's sort of lagging by for whatever reason. Going into that next turn, fantastic. Kissing the apex, just missing the barrier. Yeah, no, he's feeling it this lap. He wants to get that top spot. He wants to get that pole.
Oh, he messed up that corner there, so that's going to cost him quite a bit of time now. I'm going to see he does improve in Sector 1 with a 34.6. Can he improve a couple more tenths? Those tenths can add up. Right now he's sitting at a 139.2. If he makes up at least 2-3 tenths, he's in the top 3. The top 4. He has to beat a 138.38 to get in the first 2 rows in the first 3 spots here at Baku. As now Rogue comes down the hill, finally hits the wall a little bit there, but doesn't look like enough to cause really any damage. And I'm expecting some guys to break some walls. And now Rogue going 7 tenths faster in Sector 2. He is looking to put up a flying time here as he now comes down the straight. That DRS going to open up very, very soon. As you can see on his timer, on his overtake or ERS timer, it's very, very low, but he's coming very fast. Now he's hitting speeds of 210 miles per hour, and he crosses the line, and he goes pole position with a 138.3. What a lap. What a lap. There we go. We have a qualifying shootout 7. Well, so right there, Rogue, your provisional pole. And now Mr. Hood, he's going to try and maybe get across the line.
That's 23 milliseconds faster than Astronaut.
Woo!
Very well done. Just by a hair, but Rogue must be feeling really good about that.
He was very happy about that, I'm guessing. So let's see, Lord Raptor. Oh, excuse me, Astronaut. What is he doing? Yeah, these guys are on their final outlaps, so we're going to stick with these guys. Aslan went from P4 now down to P7 after his retirement.
Yeah, looks like no one's trying to break top 10 using the mediums anymore.
Well, here we go. Tack on his final hot lap. He gets a little bit squirrely on the curb now, but he's coming back through, coming into turn number 2 here at Baku. Tack going past Racing Point, who must be out of gas. And I think that's Lord Raptor because he has 3 laps on the soft tires, so it wouldn't surprise me if he is out of gas. But here comes Tack XO. Tack looking to put up some points tonight for the Alfa Romeos.
Yeah, just going through these turns smooth as butter. Looks like he's not changing that coming into Sector 2. Ooh, he hits the wall a little bit, but he is going to try to blaze through Castle, and he does.
Terry,
very impressive.
Terry going third fastest now with a 138.4. That is a quick time. He has the fastest Sector 3 with a 23.9. Can Tack find a way to beat that as he's coming through Sector 2? He's flying through here, finding every single millisecond he can find on this track.
Definitely. Yeah, it's cool that Terry managed to put in a time this late into it as well. And it actually managed to be a really quick time. Good for him. But anyways, Tack hitting the ultimate little kink in the track before hitting the final straight. Hit the DRS. Is it gonna be enough? No.
No, he falls down. He falls down the fifth fastest. Chipsy was right behind him, puts up a 138.6, and now let's see. Oh, Astronaut, he had a problem. He is reversing on track now. Let's go to Ruda now. Oh, Ruda did have a crash too. Here comes the action. The action looking to improve on his quality time. Now he does. He has a 40 second flat in Sector 2. So he's flying the W11 of Mr. Hood. Just put up a faster Sector 2. So let's head to him real quick, because he is very close on these times. As he crosses the line, he goes pole position with a 137.9. What is that man on? And he slams the door shut for anybody trying to steal pole position from him. And Ruda now, he wrecks, so he is out. The action putting up a 138.9, doesn't quite finish, and that's going to do it for quality. Your provisional pole, well, your pole sitter, Mr. Hood in the Mercedes.
Just as we thought that Rogue broke the limit, Mr. Hood just laughs at that 138.311 time and breaks the 138 barrier handily. Wow. Very well done to Mr. Hood. Rogue is definitely going to want to see about making that up in the race, but yeah, with the starts that he's had, with this high qualifying, he could definitely make something work. But remember, Baku is a very tight circuit, so you have to be very careful.
You do have to be very, very careful. Is there AIs racing tonight, sir? Did you forget to turn off the AIs?
I used the default setting. I used the setting that we've used for the past million races, like the same rules.
Huh.
I'm not sure why it's showing AI.
Should be fine, is what Mars says. Thank you. And here we go. Well,
I saved the positions as well, in case we do need to restart. Made a Steam screenshot. Always good to think ahead.
Well, here is the lineup again. In the front row, it's going to be Mr. Hood and Rogue lining up behind him. Astronaut and Terry, Chipsy and Tack in row 3. In row 4, Ruda and the Action. Row 5, Aslan and Elegance. That's your top 10. Out of the top 10, it's going to be Stewie 3K. He'll probably head into the medium tire. SoCal Blazer, Madman GTR, Lord Raptor, J Diesel, Cosmic, Sahil, Bag P is going to be your man who's going to be last tonight. So that is your grid for this evening. Any predictions now after qualifying?
Definitely a shakeup. I think if he's able to maintain consistency, I think Rogue might actually win this. I want to see Bag P make up that start after the qualifying penalty, though. I think he'll at least get points. Azerbaijan is any street circuit really. It's tough to overtake, but Bag P is very capable, and he could definitely get some positions in with some craftiness and a proper pit strategy.
Well, here we go. It is time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And this is when it's going to get fun. It's a second street circuit in a row for these guys. I bet they are going to be absolutely happy, as next week we will be headed to Canada. Haven't been there in a long time, so that will be a great circuit for those guys to race, for F1 to be on this season in the Apollo Racing Club. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. it is time. And it is time for the formation lap. And they get all away. Mr. Hood in his first pole position this season. That's going to be... He'll be happy about that. Another street circuit next week. Niall, obviously not happy about that. But Bag P, he'll be in P18. He is currently P3 in the championship.
That sounds right.
No, he's P2. He's P2 in the championship. Rogue is in P3, so he is quite happy with the way that qualifying worked out. This will be a good chance for him to make up some points in his driver championships title defense. But he's going to have some challenges as Mr. Hood. He's a very quick guy. Astronaut's up there in the top 3. Astronaut won this race last year. And there is your tire strategy. Guys on the softs, they're going to have to probably pit around 6 and 7, go to the hards or to the medium tire. Looking at the runners right now, we do have some guys on the hards. We have Lord Raptor, Cosmic, Sahil, and Bagpee. All those guys wanting to go super, super long stints here. But Mr. in the top 10, obviously on the softs. On the medium tire, it's going to be Stewie 3K, SoCal, Madman GTR, and Jay DZ. Well, ladies and gentlemen, put in your predictions on both in our YouTube chat and on our Twitch chat. Who do you think is going to be our podium tonight?
Yes, please give us your predictions.
You put in your predictions after the race. Make sure to stand by for the driver of the day vote. We will be asking for that as well, as now all the drivers, they are slowing up and getting ready to go here. All the tires, trying to get all those tire temperatures and those brake temperatures up to, well, up to par, I would say. We're going to get ready to go racing here. We're going to have green flag racing. It is going to be 26 laps of craziness. Bagpee, Sahil, both getting probably hitting each other, coming out of the final turn and both being sent back to the grid. They're not going to be happy about that. That affects their tire temperature and their brake temperature in the end. But they're the last two anyway. Hopefully nothing completely crazy happens. So
it says that they're disqualified.
Yep. They're disqualified because they're in the formation lap. If you hit somebody in the formation lap, you and that person both get sent back to the grid. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 lights on, 26 laps to go, and here we go. And away we go.
We are off on the streets of Baku. And it looks like Mr. Hood is running away with it. Astronaut gets a swipe at Rogue. Oh, there's some contact.
Rogue, he didn't.
Is that Rogue off?
That is Rogue off. Rogue is off.
No, that's Ruda.
That is Ruda. Ruda has fallen off the track.
Ruda's in last position.
Here we go.
No, Rogue has escaped with his life, but now he is currently stuck in 4th, having to overtake Terry, Astronaut, and Mr. Hood in order to get that top spot.
Well, TACXO now looking up the inside now. He's going to be trying to get somewhere. And now Rogue, he's defending very hard. Looks like he's going very, very slow in these turns. It looks like he's having some tire issues. Those tires are, I would say they're pretty warm. And now there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Who is that going to be? It looks like there's a couple of cars. There's a Red Bull. It's Cosmic and the Red Bull who is in the back there. But we're going to stick with this battle up for the lead now. As Mr. Hood, he has taken the lead here early at Baku. Now it's a safety car. Safety car.
No. Oh, safety car. Yeah, thankfully nobody had to retire, but yeah, I know that incident from Cosmic was devastating, as was the Ruda being sent all the way back. But yeah, no, you have to wonder what is up with Rogue. Why was he going so slowly?
He was very slow off the line and didn't get the start he wanted there, and he falls 2 positions there. And there is there's a McLaren out as well. That's Madman GTR. That is the reason of our safety car is Madman GTR. has put it into the wall. He is DNF'd from this race. He's the reason why we are under full course caution here at Apollo Racing Club here at Baku. Well, right away, not even one lap in, we have a safety car. So, and some of these guys are not pitting. Stewie 3K falling into the pits now. Jay DZ falling into the pits. SoCal Blazer on those medium. None of those guys actually pitted. It looks like Aslan, some of the soft runners did pit, and that's going to help these medium runners move on up the grid here.
That whole first lap was just a certified Baku. Just so much happening, a lot of contact, some guys sending it into the wall, Cosmic spinning around like a record.
Well, let's
hopefully.
Go ahead.
It's a lot cleaner from here.
Hopefully it is a lot cleaner. Aslan going pitting to the medium tire. Elegance going on the hard tire, and the Action going on the hard tire. I think the hard tire is going to definitely be the one to watch. The hard tire runners are going to be people to watch out for, and Cosmic as pitted as well. Same with Ruda for the medium tires. So that is your race update. Mr. Hood, though, he's in the lead, followed by Astronaut and Terry. Rogue in P4, Tech XO in P5. He'll be looking to make up positions. He was having a nice little battle there with Rogue. Chipsy in P6. He'll be looking to join the battle for P4 as well. Stewie 3K got off to a hot start. He has moved himself up to P7. Let's see here. Yep, JDZ and Stewie 3K have moved up quite a few positions. Same with Bagp. Bagp up now 9 positions from last.
Quite the shakeup in the grid order. Both Williams in points position as I predicted, but not under the circumstances that I would have thought. We'll see if Bagp can make up any additional positions. But yeah, no, the Alphas are still at it. The Alpha Tauris are still both in the race, but Ruda has, of course, suffered a significant setback. We'll see if the Haas's can recover.
The Haas needs... Yeah, the Haas is right now pretty far back. Sahil in P11. Aslan in P13. So, but Aslan did pit for fresh tires. Said, you know what, drop these these soft tires, put me on some mediums, he says. And that's exactly what ended up happening. So hopefully those medium tires work out well for him in this race. I think you can go pretty long on those tires. I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing, what, 16 laps maybe?
And then, of course, Mercedes trying to take it all tonight. Mr. Hood in first, Chipsy in 6th, but maybe trying to take more positions.
Not sure what everyone's thinking here is. As we approach, this should be the last lap of the safety car. I do not see another lap coming. Everyone has made their pits. If you have to do another pit, if there is going to be another pit stop, that's only going to leave about maybe 3 laps for these soft runners. 3-4 laps on these softs to go before they're going to start becoming an issue. And that might cause problems in the lineup, concerning that there's a bunch of guys in the back of the pack now who have pitted early. There's a bunch of guys who started on a harder compound who are willing to go on the longer stint, first stint. So it's going to be really just about pit strategy this race. Honestly, all of these drivers, all 17 of these drivers, looking very strong here tonight.
Yeah, no, I'd be surprised if the safety car went another way around as well, considering everyone's bunched up. We are approaching the end of the track, though, so we will be finding out soon whether or not the safety car will indeed be coming in.
Safety car in, there we go.
Safety car is coming in. It says race control, so everyone needs to get back into racing form. We'll see what kind of battles we can see as we approach the final straights. These drivers are just going to gun it and try to take full advantage of any gap they can find. Just waiting for the green flag now.
And Mr. Hood holding this pack back now. And now the green flag is up in the air. And we are back to racing. Mr. Hood, he goes. He leaves everybody behind him in his dust now as there is a train of traffic going behind him. And here we go. Terry, he's going to be looking up to P2 against Astronaut, but Astronaut, he covers off the inside. He has Mr. Hood in his eyesight.
Rogue gets third, slips past.
Very nice there by Rogue.
Astronaut gives Terry the Kevin Magnuson.
Well, there's a racing point that is crashing to the wall. No safety car on that. He looks like he is absolutely fine as Mr. Hood now has to defend here against Astronaut and Rogue, two very tough drivers, and Terry. Terry is somebody we can't count out just yet. Let's head on down towards the back end of the field here as we have Jay Deasy in P9 in the Renault. He'll be chasing down Bagby, who is on 3-lap old hard tires, and they're within a couple of seconds of each other here, so that will help them out a lot looking at the interval timing. Jay Deasy's only a half a second back, but Bagby, he is looking to make up some time on this Ferrari of Stewie 3K here at Baku.
Haslam's in 10th now, too, so there is a Haas in the points. Just trying to eat up the slipstream of JD, but needs to find the right opportunity to overtake because this is a very tight circuit.
Well, here we go. The top six very close to each other. They're all under a second close to each other from front bumper to rear. Here we go. Chipsy now. Yeah. He's only a half a second back of TAC XO, and the DRS zone is going to be coming here very shortly as TAC takes a wider line coming through the kink there through the start of the S curves on the front straight. And now Mr. Hood, he's having a good relaxation time as he takes P1 here on the first official racing lap here at Baku. Mr. Hood putting up a 1:43.4. That is your fastest race time. But Rogue, he is looking to make up a little more time on the Astronaut as now he's only a half a second behind, and the DRS will come out in 2 laps.
Yeah, once the DRS kicks in, things are going to get crazy. Astronaut, Rogue, TAC, they're all going to be trying some crazy stuff.
Terry now falling.
Anyways, yeah, the aim of the game now is to just chase, try to conserve ERS, but use what you can per lap to make sure you're still in contention.
Terry now falling down 1.2 seconds back behind Rogue. Rogue is flying here at Baku, and guess who is knocking on the door of Terry? It's going to be TAC XO. He's only a half a second back, and the DRS is going to be coming back online next time around.
And TAC has to deal with the knocking from Chipsy as well. So, yeah, I know there's a 3-way battle for first and a 3-way battle for fourth.
Now the slips.
Dewey might try to get into fourth, but he needs to pick up the pace.
Yeah,
he needs to pick up the pace if he wants to eat up that DRS.
Well, Bagby is right on his tail now. He is only 0.3 of a second. He has so much faster pace on those hard tires than Stewie does on the medium tires, and now the DRS is going to be coming around this lap as Mr. Hood is going to have to defend for his life against Astronaut. He is somebody who will use the slipstream to his advantage. So here we go. This final straight now coming through, and now we're going to see that DRS active as soon as Hood crosses the line. Here we go. DRS enabled now, and this is
enabled.
This is where it's going to happen. The pit lane is open for those soft tire runners. They're going to go at least a couple more laps since we had 2 laps of safety car, and now the first DRS zone for our top 2 here at Apollo Racing Club. Here comes Astronaut. He opens up that DRS zone. Right behind him is going to be Rogue with the DRS, but he's not quite catching up to the pace. But guess who is? It's going to be Astronaut. He's brought it down 0.2 of a second to 0.6 on that straight. He is flying here, but Rogue now falling to 0.4 behind Astronaut. Terry falling farther behind back.
Yeah, no, they're really making good use of that DRS, reducing all the little gaps to each other. It just comes down to execution in the corners now. Mr. Hood has been driving very smoothly, sort of setting the bar for Astronaut and Rogue, who seems to be responding in part.
Mr. Hood.
Yeah, just flying through Castle as well.
Well, I thought we should talk about our tires real quick as we just saw the pit window open. Right now, Mr. Hood's tires are at 31%. Rogue's are at 32%, 39% on the right side, 38% on the right side for Mr. Hood. I'm guessing that's about the same for Astronaut. Astronaut does not have it public, so we learned about today. So today I have decided that I will just call them out personally on stream for not having the telemetry public. So Terry now, he's falling down at 1.8 seconds back. TAC XO.
Astronaut has hit something.
Oh, he hit the wall.
And yeah, no, Rogue probably lost a wing or something. Now Rogue has taken that position, but he is pretty far away.
There goes Astronaut.
Mr. Hood now. And yeah, Astronaut decides to pit not only to replace those tires, but the wings as well. That'll set him back.
Well, I'm going to be curious here to see what he takes here for tires. He's going to go ahead and put on the hard tire. So he is on the hard tire. Astronaut putting on that hard tire. He'll want to go to the end with that. So Mr. Hood now has a 1.4 second gap over Rogue, but don't count Rogue out, even though Rogue has lost that DRS. Now Terry up into the podium position in P3, but TAC XO, he is sniffing right behind him because guess what? Chipsy is right behind him. Bagpy is right on the tail of this battle here. So let's take a look and see who's going to come out of winning this one. Terry, he's slow to get out of that tight turn, but TAC XO, he finds a little bit of a better exit than Chipsy and Bagpy did, and just continues to decrease that gap as fast as he can. As now they go through the castle chicane, and TAC XO doing a great job trying to keep that gap, trying to just maintain and maybe close that gap as they go through these faster straights here at Baku. But Terry, he's kind of a sitting duck here.
Yeah, no, I didn't think there'd be this tight action in Baku. But yeah, no, all the drivers after that safety car have been doing a good job of keeping it clean and just keeping the racing close. So very well done to them.
Chips.
Of course, with the top 5, it's not as close anymore, but there are still really good battles mid-pack.
Well, right now, Chipsy is having to battle against Bagpy. He is holding his position. Now here comes Bagpy. He's going to try and look on the outside. He gets it done. But guess what? Chipsy says, you know what? I'm on the soft tire. I'm going to get out of this. Terry now, he moves up into third place. It would be safe to assume that the man himself who started last will be leading this race here in the next lap or so.
Maybe. Yeah, I know picking the hards was a good decision, but it'll need to come with a solid strategy to prevent losing the positions to Rogue and Terry in the future. Rogue and Terry being able to conserve their tires during the safety car period, now riding them out for as long as possible until they need to pit. Ideally, I'm guessing they will be going for the medium tire and then just trying to drive sort of conservatively from there.
Well,
but before that, Rogue is just going to need to develop as good a lead as possible, and Terry will want to follow suit unless he wants to lose the position to his teammate.
Well, Aslan now, he is trailing behind Stewie 3K in that Ferrari. He is 0.4 of a second back. He will be in that DRS zone when they come down to the final straight, and he is absolutely flying here in that Haas, and he's only on the medium tire. He was one of the early pitters under that safety car. So those medium tires of Stewie 3K are going to wear out 2 laps quicker than Aslan. So Rogue, he is still out there. Let's see if he pits this lap. I would say he is. Because those tires are starting to get, that back right tire is at 71%. It is almost on the brink of puncture.
He's pitting.
He is definitely pitting. So Terry, he is going to pit as well. So Bagpy is now your leader of this race. Stewie 3K will move up in the P2 and Aslan up in the P3. So, Stewie 3K, they're going to go wheel to wheel into turn number 1, and guess who has it? It's going to be Aslan, and he's going to go speeding by into P2 because those medium tires are working out favorably to him.
Oh, hello, Rogue's choosing the hards. Guess he wants to pick a more conservative strategy and one that will allow him to ride the tires more once he gets them warmed up. Having to battle for Elegance's position right out of the pits, falling a little bit behind after going too wide, but with that DRS, he's going to be able to scoop him up. Can he finish? Yes, he will. And Rogue still in points contention even after a pit stop that saw all the cars coming close together and just passing him. Very well done. Terry not doing too bad either in 12th.
Well, right now, Chipsy picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So there is how many places everybody has moved. Big P, obviously your number one man, with 17 places gained here. And Jay Deasy with 11 places gained. So quite good from all these guys. Very competitive field here at Apollo Racing Club. If you are interested in joining here at Apollo Racing Club, head on over to apolloracing.club and fill out the application to join. Aslan in P2, he must be very happy considering that he was an early pit stop. So the early pit stop people are actually somewhat benefiting from that safety car. Mr. Hood now, who was your previous leader of this race, he is now in P6. He pitted early to get onto the hard tire, so he and his teammate are both on the hard tire. So that'll get it really interesting. These hard tires, how long do you think they can go for?
Probably until lap 20 or 21. Yeah, I want to say that's fair. Maybe even more. Depends on how hard these drivers go on these tires.
Stewie 3K now battling with Jay Deasy in the Renault. This is going to get real interesting as Jay Deasy, he is very quick. He just hasn't had quite the results as he's been hoping for this season. So this is going to make this go real interesting as they are hitting it hard in the curves. Going through the Castle Chicane, you can just hear that Renault just click, click, click. He's not trying to overdrive it. He's just trying to stay right behind Stewie 3K. Just get that DRS past him on the straight. Very good by him. Now we're seeing Mr. Hood. He moves up. He's in P6 still. Ruta's right behind him as Mr. Hood. He's chasing down the McLaren of SoCal Blazer.
Yeah, I do think it was a good call for JD to not make any overtaking maneuvers yet. Those last few corners were probably not the best place to attempt such a maneuver. But yeah, definitely want to stay behind and get as much slipstream as you can. Can't exactly use too much ERS because his battery's only at 15%, but he is needing to use at least some of it, hoping that with the next lap he'll be able to charge that battery up a little bit more.
So looking at fuel calculations, right now the Williams using 1.8 liters, 1.8 liters per lap.
Cosmic's just crashed.
Oh no, Cosmic has crashed, and that might bring out the safety car. Where'd he crash at? Oh, he crashed right before the pit wall. He is, oh no. Oh no, there is a yellow flag in Sector 3. The safety car still not out, but that could change. Still hasn't. Looks like, nope, Cosmic, he's out of the way, so no safety car. Very, very surprising, to say the least.
Thirdly.
All right, here we go. So I want to kind of go through here a little bit. I'm looking at our telemetry. Do you have? Oh wait, you only have one monitor. My bad. The telemetry app that Marsfish or Kia has come up with, it's really interesting. It tells you how many really liters per lap they use, or is that? And that makes it very interesting as we see the Williams have about 29% wear on those tires, so which is correct.
In any case,
go ahead.
SoCal Blazer was just sandwiched by the AlphaTauris. Rogue trying to get past while SoCal Blazer's trying to make a move on Ruta, but Ruta is just escaping him. If Rogue can just get past SoCal Blazer, he'll take 7th position and might try to make a move on his teammate as well, but yeah, I just have to wait for the DRS. Rogue has an almost full battery, so he'll almost certainly be burning some of it once he hits the straight.
And here we go. The DRS coming on through for Rogue. Now he's going to go wheel to wheel as they go across the finish line. No, actually, SoCal Blazer says, you know what? Rogue taking. I'm headed to the pits. Well, that moves Stewie. Well, Stewie 3K, he's still in 3rd position. He is, he's lost a lot of the people behind him. But guess who's back up in 4th? It's going to be Mr. Hood.
Yep. And with Rogue being in 6th after that early pit stop, really the one driver with as fresh tires that he'll want want to catch up with is Mr. Hood. But yeah, no, that wasn't a bad pit stop, and it looks like he is riding those tires very well. He still might have a chance to get this race in. Meanwhile, Bag P, still our race leader, still trying to increase the gap as much as he can before he has to bring those tires in, and it looks like he's doing a good job.
The right rear right now sitting at 35%, so it's still pretty good. It could ride quite a bit away. You could put quite a bit of wear on those tires before they really start to lose grip, and that's what he is exactly doing. Bagpi currently leading on lap 12 here of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let's see if any other battles happening. It looks like we got Chipsy right now. Has Tac XO and Elegance in his sights as he's coming through the... what turn is that? That is turn... He just came out of turn 16, so he is going to be trying to stay in that slipstream of Tac and this nice little train that's starting to form up here on the straight. He does not get that DRS, though. Actually, he is. He is going to get that DRS. It's going to be completely wide open. He's going to try and save up as much time. But the people in front of him also have DRS, and that's not helping him at all.
Rogue gets the fastest lap as he is approaching Ruta. That's good to know. But yeah, no, Gypsy is going to want to take as many positions as possible and get himself some distance before crossing the line for the last time, because with that 5-second penalty, he's going to need to do something crazy if he wants to net any points from this race.
Well, here we go. We are officially at the halfway point here at Baku. In this race, it's been good, I will say. Last year we had rain here, and that made it ever so awesome to watch. Lots of safety cars and virtual safety cars. As now Elegance, he is right behind Sahil, trying to just look for a move on the inside, but just can't quite find it just yet. But Elegance racing very nicely. He's on 10-lap-old hard tires with Tac XO and Chipsy on 4-lap-old hard tires. So those tires, that tire grip is definitely going to be different here as they come down the hill into through Sector 2. Ooh, Elegance going across the bumps there. Does he get a track cut for that? No, he did not. So good for him. Now
Bagby's got the fastest lap. He's really pushing to make sure that he's able to maintain his lead after that pit stop.
Well, here we go. Elegance now. He is in the DRS zone. He is gaining on Sahil. He goes on the inside. They're going to go wheel to wheel, going across the start-finish line, and he gets it done so easily. And now something's happened to Ruta. Ruta's falling down into the pits. Rogue moves up to P5, Hood in P4. It is going to be a race, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to go anywhere.
Indeed. Yeah, Mr. Hood is Rogue's main competition, so he's definitely going to want to try to play catch up as much as possible. Try to maybe set another fast lap in order to maybe put some pressure on Mr. Hood, let him know, yeah, I'm coming, and then just put himself in prime position for the overtake, even though it's going to take many laps before he even gets the gap to the level where he can even activate the DRS.
Well, right now,
Bagpiece still going crazy.
Mr. Hood is 14 seconds, about 14, 15 seconds behind Bagpie. That is not enough to keep the lead after a pit stop for Bagpie. So Bagpie is going to have to continue on here. He's going to have to find a way to increase that gap to almost 20, 22 seconds in order to even have a chance at the overcut. But I think Mr. Hood, his undercut strategy here is going to be working quite well as we approach lap 15 of 26 here. Mr. Hood, he's looking very fast. Same with Bagpie. Let's see if any other battles. Rogue and P5 looking quite comfortable as we are going through here. Astronaut trailing behind the action. The action in P6 is he's happy right now, I would say, in that position, putting up some big points for the Ferrari team.
Yeah. No, both of the Ferraris have been doing pretty well for themselves. and the Alphas still aren't doing terribly. They're still both in points contention. Tact might be looking to improve his position even further if he can just get past Sahil.
Well, here we go. Astronaut, he's going to be trying to look down the inside of the action, but the action a little easier on the brakes going into the most technical course part of this track, but that's not going to deter Astronaut. He is just sticking with him and just following right behind him as we are approaching the castle section here shortly. The action trying to find a way to just defend as hard as he can in that Ferrari, but the Astronaut, he's just got has quite a pace difference with those 7-lap-old hard tires. So that is definitely the difference here. Let's see how many positions everyone's made. Sahil up 9 positions. Bagby still at 17, of course. He went from last to first. So there you go. But the action, he is really, really doing a nice job defending here. But I don't think it's going to last for long because guess what? The DRS zone is coming, and Astronaut is only within 410, so he is well within the regulations there for DRS, and he is going to get real close now. He's trying to follow him through the S curves, and now he's going to get in that slipstream. He gets the DRS registered, and it's going to go active. Here we go. They're going to go down the start-finish line as the action. He's going to just stay out wide, and here comes Astronaut. He easily takes P6 as Aslan now falls down to P5 to Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue's now in 4th, and he has Stewie 3K in his sights. It'll be really good if he is able to overtake and get that bit closer to Mr. Hood before all of the pit stops happen. Of course, Rogue taking advantage of that slipstream as well. Very, very good from him to just make sure that he's got the best opportunity possible. Mr. Hood, 16 seconds behind Bagby. That still isn't enough to keep the position, is it?
No, it is. I don't think it's going to be quite enough. It's going to be 4 or 5 seconds short, and that's going to give ample time for Mr. Hood. Aslan and Kubi battle for the win. I don't think so. Aslan, he just pitted for medium tires. It could be close. Stewie 3K obviously going to have to pit. Rogue will not have to pit again. He can take those hards till the end. He only has to put in
Indeed.
He only has to put in 10 more laps on those. So it's probably going to be a Bagby, Hood, Rogue, Aslan kind of battle here. Kind of figuring out the pit stops and how everyone needs to pit, and if the pit strategy and everything goes just according to plan and no issues happen there, Bagby will definitely
Rogue
be in the
hits
mix.
DRS. Sort of sends another driver to the pits. Stewie 3K going in. That must have been like the 3rd time that Rogue just overtakes someone here, and then they just decide to go to the pits. That's funny. But yeah, now just under 2 seconds behind Mr. Hood. Rogue isn't going to need it firing on all cylinders. His tires are only 1 lap younger, so it's not impossible, but he's got to be at it.
Babushka, to answer, I don't think Bagby can go to the end on these hard tires. Can you? Those are 16 laps old. Let's take a look at his tire wear. They're at 51% on the back. And on that back right rear tire, and that's the tire you need to be concerned with because that is the tire that takes the most abuse on this track. And hard tires, I mean, last season we saw guys on the softs getting punctures. People are thinking he's not going to stop. Ooh, that's going to be interesting.
If he somehow manages to do it, he's my driver of the day, hands down.
Yeah.
From last to first, and then just riding those tires for God knows how long.
And I want to...
Oh, but we got a yellow flag in Sector 2. What's happened?
It looks like nothing. I'm looking on my mini-map. It looks like everything is fine. Everybody's still moving on track. So I guess we'll have to find out. Now Aslan putting up a 142.4 here. And takes the fastest lap in that Haas. And Astronaut trying to follow right behind him here and stick with him. But Aslan, he's on medium tires. He is going to be a little bit quicker. So just to answer some questions in chat, in our Twitch chat, did Bagby start on the hards? No, he actually started on the medium tire. I can actually tell you this. No, he did start on the hards. He does have to pit still. He did start on the hards. My telemetry is telling me he did not make a first stop yet, and we can confirm that, ladies and gentlemen, by our handy little tool here. If I can remember which button it was. There we go. No, Bagby has not made a stop. He has to stop. He still has to make a pit stop, ladies and gentlemen. He did not. I was going to say, that wouldn't make any sense. He didn't pit under safety car because he gained a bunch of positions. So, Bagby still has one more stop on those hard tires. And those hard tires, they're burning up now because as you race longer on worn out tires, the faster the tires are going to wear out because now the grip levels are starting to go. So he's going to lose more grip over time. And you can see those tires, they're now at 55%. There he goes, Bagby into the pits. Now the race is on. Can Mr. Hood make up the time to get ahead of him? It looks like he's going to do it, no problems.
I feel like Bagby was pushing it to get himself into Soft's territory, and it looks like he believes himself to be in Soft's territory. And it looks like Mr. Hood is going to get the overtake through the pits. Is Rogue going to do the same?
Here we go, Bagby. He takes the lead still.
Nope.
It's going to be wheel to wheel as they come back into each other in turn number 2. Mr. Hood, he's right on the back end. He gets the DRS right away. And now he's going to try and look for the inside move. Bagby trying to defend here, but Hood moves on the inside. Gets the move done, and Hood takes the lead here at Baku. Oh, excuse me, the switchback.
He's gone too wide. Bagby takes the position back. Wow, that was an exchange. Yeah, I really liked Mr. Hood's ambition, but that was a bit too much. And now he's lost time, and now Rogue might be within DRS territory for Mr. Hood, but Bagby is just losing them with not only fresher tires, but softer tires. Yeah, no, Bagby is making a statement with this race.
And that was such a short pit stop. I'm quite confused on... He entered the pit. That pit stop only took him 19 seconds.
Williams really rented out the Red Bull pit crew for this one.
19 seconds? Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That doesn't sound right to me. It's usually between 20 and 22 seconds, not 19.
Are you concerned that there might be foul play at hand?
Yes.
All right, well, if the stewards are watching, they'll have to decide. But anyways, Rogue has taken full advantage of the DRS and has overtaken Mr. Hood, taking that second position. About time, he's probably saying. Locks up a little bit, but maintains the speed. Now he's going to have to deal with the DRS from Mr. Hood. But he is losing Mr. Hood a little bit. 3K now getting the fast lap with a 142.217. Yeah, no, Rogue is hanging on to that position handily as Mr. Hood slides a little bit at that corner once again. Bagby just absolutely losing it with... Yeah, no, I'm not sure that Rogue is going to be able to catch up to Bagby. Yeah, no, something crazy is going on with that Williams.
Oh no, and here comes Aslan. He's going to muscle his way through now, and he's going to take P3 from Mr. Hood now, and he goes into the wall at Castle.
Mr. Hood sends Aslan into the wall. Oh my goodness, yeah, no, Mr. Hood's gonna have some explaining to do after that. But wow, so much drama. Aslan's got to be fuming right about now. Yeah, his battery's running on fumes too.
And his wing is very, very yellow. He's at 57% damage on his front wing right now, and that is going to create some problems through the rest of this race. We have 6 laps to go here. Aslan might have to pit. There's no way he can keep Mr. Hood behind with that broken wing. especially in this DRS zone. Here comes Mr. Hood. He's getting the DRS. Aslan moving, weaving him, trying to defend. And a little, I would say, almost a little dangerously, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. Mr. Hood, he gets the DRS. He's going to pass Aslan with no problem whatsoever.
Bagpea getting the fast lap with a 1 minute 40 and some change. Yeah, no, Bagpea is just wow. And now Rogue developing a bigger lead onto Mr. Hood as well. Aslan not giving up though. Aslan might try to go for an overtake, but with those wing issues, it'll be hard to in the corners. Yeah, no, that was a very unfortunate incident for Aslan.
Oh, yeah, Aslan not happy about that at all. But I will say, Aslan did try to muscle his way through Mr. Hood, and Mr. Hood decided, hey, I'm going to come back at you through Castle, because he did have the inside line and just puts Kubi right in the wall. So definitely, probably a report coming out for that one this week. We'll update everybody next week on that one for sure. Bagpea now takes a 6-second lead over Rogue.
Wild
Indeed.
Yeah, closest thing I can see to a battle right now after all that is for 13th SoCal Blazer and Sahil. It looks like SoCal is doing a pretty good job of defending, but Sahil is inching ever so closely. Ooh, okay, yeah, now that's really close. Yeah, next DRS zone, Sahil might try to take something.
Mr. Hood now in P3. Very comfortable. Aslan sticking right behind him, still in that DRS zone. Let's take a look here at the intervals, see if anybody's getting close. Terry's falling down to P11. He is on the medium tire, 2 laps old. But Aslan,
2 laps, my HUD's saying 10.
Oh, excuse me, 10 laps old. I don't know why I said 2.
Maybe Bagpea, because his are 2 laps old.
Let's see here. Terry is gaining, though. He's gaining some time on to TAC XO, who's currently in the last points position in P10. See what happens here. TAC XO, he is on the hard tires, so Terry, he's going to be looking to take that pace advantage with the tire difference. But Terry also has some wing damage. It looks like 51% on his front wing, so he's going to have some trouble getting going through here. TAC XO with 19% damage on the right side. Chipsy, he's having a clean race. He has not served the penalty. He still has 5 seconds, so he's going to try and pull out those 5 seconds away from TAC XO. If he does it, he'll fall out of the points here at Baku. Stewie 3K looking like he's having a clean race. Ruda with 6% damage on that front wing. Must have just had a little tapper. And it's at Mr. Hood has 19% damage, and Aslan with that 59% damage on his wing, and he is just continuously falling back. And here comes Astronaut on the outside of Aslan and takes P4.
Yeah, after that incident, most that Aslan can do is just try to hang on to whatever position he can, try to salvage the race. This late, I'm not sure that he'll be overtaken by the action, but yeah, no, anything can happen. This is Azerbaijan. Bagpea now developing a 9-second gap and counting over Rogue. Absolutely hard to believe. That's a crazy amount of pace. Bagpea is on it.
See what else is happening around the track. There's not really a ton happening, just not a whole lot of racing. The action in P6, he'll be happy with that, as considering he was in P7 not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, Oh yeah, no, Terry and Tact are going at it, huh?
Yep, Terry and Tack, that's really about it.
All right, yeah, let's see if Terry can take the position. Oh no, but he's got a 3-second penalty from abusing the track limits a bunch. So even if he does overtake, it'll take a bit if he wants to get that position. There's still Elegance and Sahil,
Elegance.
even though they're not fighting for points.
Let's take a look at these two. Now these two finally get into a little scrap hill. Sahil in the Haas, Elegance in the Racing Point. And you can just see Sahil really whipping around that car around the S curves, and he's trying to pick up all the slipstream he can. Now the DRS is going to be wide open. Can he find the overtake here? I don't think he can. Elegance has just a little bit too front line straight speed, and that's not going to happen. Now a yellow flag in sector 1. Who is that going to be? That's going to be a Williams. That's going to be Terry.
That's Terry. He's backwards.
He is backwards, and he's going to try and spin himself around. Now he has to be careful because there's two people, and he gets clobbered by Sahil.
Hill.
What was he thinking?
No, that was not a safe re-entry.
What was he thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. He really thought that was enough, but he actually just laid in the middle of the track. And yeah, now both Sahil and Terry are off. They're done.
They are.
The race.
Sahil.
Somehow there was the safety car.
Somehow, and now there's a Mercedes that is stopped. That is going to be the likes of Mr. Hood, who has spun. And he now falls down.
Mr. Hood is able to hang on to 7.
Well, guess what? The action now is taking P5, and he's having a little bit of a scrap against Ruda. Oh, boy. I'm not sure what to think about that, but now here we go. Here comes Ruda. He's going to try and make a pass on the inside of the action. He gets it done on the DRS down the straight. Now the action, he's going to try and pick up some of that slipstream from the man, and guess who's behind Mr. Hood? That's going to be Stewie 3K, who had that DRS open.
Yeah, the Ferraris are using this race as an opportunity to get a decent amount of points. Good for them.
They are looking strong here. Now Astronaut moving up into the podium position into P3, and he is 7 seconds behind Rogue. Ruda in P5, Aslan in P4, Action in P6.
Yeah, I didn't think the grid would be looking like this at the end of the race. Crazy.
Well, let's go down to SoCal Blazer, who's now a half a second within Chipsy. Chipsy, he was able to actually pit and serve that 5-second penalty, so it doesn't affect him in his race results now, and he's on the soft tire. He's going to be looking to maybe get into the points positions, but he has to make up at least 2 seconds up to Elegance with 1 lap to go here. Oof. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shouting in the reports section of the server after this.
There's going to be a little bit of action now. Mr. Hood falling down. He is actually missing half his front wing. It's completely gone. He doesn't have a... Basically doesn't even have front wing. He falls down to P9. And he's going to... Is he going to pit here on the last lap? Who knows? But here we go. Bagby is on the final lap.
Yeah, we really thought the Mercedes had something this race, but then they just threw it all away.
Whew. Woo, what a race, what a race. Sahil getting absolutely, I mean, that was just grade A. I'm just going to say it, homicide. I mean, that's what that was. He was legitly murdered, and now Mr. Hood retiring from the race. He knows he cannot make this up. Now Chipsy, he's going to move into the points. Mr. Hood retiring on track in turn number 2. And now Mr. Hood, he's going to try and make this day up for the Mercedes. Now the action moving up into P4 now. He is just making everything happen. But we're going to head over to Bagby, who's going to come across the line here shortly to win his first race of the season. here at Apollo Racing Club. He comes around the final little turn there to go down the straight. Bagpee wins the third race of the season here at Baku. And we have quite the battle for the championship. Rogue coming across the line here shortly. He'll be coming home in P2, his highest finish of the season. Well, his he equally
almost certainly get third as well.
And here we go. Rogue crosses the line in P2. Congratulations to him. Now here comes Astronaut following very close behind him in P3. And the Action getting his second highest of the section of the did Action just get 2 positions? We will tell you. I'm not sure. 4 positions. So the Action will he moved up 4 positions this race. Bruto moving up. He's actually having a battle with Tech XO. Is it going to go to the line? And no. Oh, wait, excuse me. That was Aslan. Aslan just squeaks him out by a little bit for P5 and P6.
Even with those wing troubles.
Tac
Very
X,
good work.
Very good work. Now Tac X, Stewie 3K going in P8. Stewie, excuse me, Chipsy in P9 and Elegance in P10. And wrapping it up will be SoCal Blazer, JDZ, and Lord Raptor. What a race!
Yeah, no. Bagpee was very impressive going all the way from last to first. Had it not been for those concerns you had about the pit stop, I'd be ready to give him driver of the day right now.
Well, we should ask our chat. Chat, it is your time to answer. Who is your driver of the day? I am going to give you 3 options. It is one of those options. I'm going to give it to Bagpee. Going from last to P1 and winning this race is huge. I'm also would like to give it to looking at Astronaut coming in second. Well, coming in third. That'll be your second choice. And should we put the Action in there for number 3?
Yeah. The Action had a fantastic race.
So, who do you think is your driver of the day? Those are your 3 options. It's going to be Bagpee, Astronaut, or the Action. That was quite a race. It's going to be interesting to see what the talk after the race is going to be.
100%.
So, but there you go. We'll get the incident reports here very shortly. But Twitch chat, this is your opportunity to give us your vote. You don't want me picking. I've been flamed by chat too much for picking our driver of the day, and there is the collision. Wow, not too many accidents though. Only 26. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all, guys. Nice job. Lord Raptor wasn't in the points. I'm sorry. We just can't give drivers who weren't in the points driver of the day. That's not the point. That would be totally against the point. Yes, you can. No, I am not doing that, Niall. I'm sorry. I am not doing it. I'm not going to give him driver of the day. It's about the heart. All right. Well, Bash, I'm going to let you decide this one since our Twitch chat is not.
It really is a tough call. How many positions did the Action make up?
The Action made up 4.
You know what? Let's just give it to Bagpee. I mean, that's what the AI says. And also, just last to finish makes for a crazy story.
Let's see if Bagpee is even in here. I don't see him, so I'm assuming he has left. So we won't get an interview with him tonight, but that will be your driver of the day. Bagpee from last to first tonight. So, and a great strategy by him. He was able to get the overcut, surprisingly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Bagpee wins the 3rd race of the year, and Rogue gets a P2, landing his second highest finishing here this season. Any final thoughts?
I don't know. That's just, I'm not sure what to think after all that happened.
For sure, for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for joining us tonight, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Make sure to hit the follow button on Twitch and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We appreciate that, and we do read your chat, and if you have subscribed, thank you as well. Well, for both Bash Dash and I and everybody here at Apollo Racing Club, thank you for watching, and have a great